I found it super amusing that people are just trying to break up the bromance. Just because you're in support of someone, it doesn't mean that you agree with them on everything. They're just going to come in and they're just going to throw away, all of these programs to cut spending. They know that this partnership between Donald Trump and Elon has been very successful for the Republican Party.
When you say Harris, nobody knows who that you're talking about. No, nobody has any idea. Harris. Hey, where's Harris? They know Kamala. They know Kambabla. That was the nickname I used for a while, but I don't use it anymore because everyone thought I was just mispronouncing her name. I wasn't. Kambabla.
H-1B visas are a hot topic in these last couple days, and they have been in the past, and they probably will be in the future. Apparently, Elon Musk had something to say about it. Donald Trump backed him, and you guessed it right, everyone came after the bromance. Welcome to Cozy Corner TV, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Karen Smith, and we're on the corner, ladies and gentlemen. So it appears that Vivek, Elon, and former President Donald Trump are upsetting people again. They've been talking about the H-1B visas and how it is beneficial that we have immigrants come over here who are very good at tech, who are very high-class individuals, who are very versatile in the area of maybe AI technology in general. And it has appeared to upset some people. As a matter of fact, it upset them so much that it appears that they want Donald Trump and Elon Musk to fight. I thought this was very weird. Robbie covered this for us, and we're going to go over this with Robbie. He always does a great job. Shout out to you, Robbie. But as I was listening to this, I thought to myself, they want Donald Trump and Elon Musk to fight. I'm like, are we in 5th grade here? Why would we want these two grown men to fight? They get along, right? At least it appears to seem that they have a great relationship. So why would someone want them to fight? Why would someone want our incoming president to be fighting with anyone on his administration? Well, Robbie helps us figure that out. Let's get right into it.
Late traditions, disagreement broke out on social media between two factions of the MAGA movement. One faction is the libertarian tech right, my side, led by Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, which supports the H-1B visa program, a program that facilitates high-skilled immigration, which is a major boon for the tech industry. Now, the other faction, represented by Steve Bannon and Laura Loomer, is the more nationalist and restrictive right, which favors reducing not just illegal immigration, but also legal immigration policies like the visa program, so as to create more employment opportunities for American workers, even if it's more expensive for the tech companies themselves. Now, this debate started after Trump named Sriram Krishnan, a venture capitalist and popular tech podcaster, to be an advisor on AI policy. Krishnan was born in India and moved to the U.S. through a visa program, different program. Krishnan is not a particularly controversial person, but nevertheless, the appointment was met with derision from Loomer and Bannon, who accused Trump of selling out the movement and siding with tech oligarchs who want to import workers from other countries. Now, some in their cohort even said that Trump is being manipulated or puppet mastered by Elon. And the mainstream media loves that narrative. Why? Because liberals in the media want to drive a wedge between Elon and Trump. They know that this partnership has been very successful for the Republican Party.
And this is something that Robbie is touching on that is very true. They know that this partnership between Donald Trump and Elon has been very successful for the Republican Party. So I can see them wanting there to be a wedge in between them. I can see people having an actual desire that they don't get along, which I just think is weird, because if Trump is putting Elon and Vivek in place to help him, don't we want them to help our president? We don't want them to be in the White House fighting, do we, people?
And will continue to be so. They want to promote the idea that there's trouble in paradise, that Musk is wearing out his welcome, and that Trump is going to eject Elon from his orbit. They think, without Elon, Trump will be more manic and ultimately more ineffective. That's why you see so many fact-free articles like this. Trump bristles at Musk's rocketing profile, says CNN. Friendship timeline, why Musk and Trump could drift apart, says Axios.
Like Axios, look at this headline right here. Friendship timeline, why Musk and Trump could drift apart. So they're just giving us they're just literally painting a story. Hey, here's why their bromance essentially could break up. Elon Musk alliance with President-elect Trump shaped the 2024 election and its aftermath. But longtime observers of both men doubt their honeymoon can last. The people are hilarious. That's just ridiculous.
Elon Musk's biggest conflict is with Donald Trump, says Reuters. Democrats are playing the exact same game as the mainstream media, of course. They want Trump and Elon to fight. But guess what? Sorry to disappoint you, Democrats, but the Trump-Elon bromance is continuing. After days of fighting about the issue on social media, Trump told the New York Post he agrees with Musk on the visas. Trump said he supports visas for high-skilled immigrants, saying, quote, I've always liked the visas. I've always been in favor of the visas. That's why we have them. I have many H-1B visas on my properties. I've been a believer in H-1B. I have used it many times. It's a great.
And I had a couple of people did push back against this. There were some videos out there that said like, oh, there go Trump's lying again because he wasn't always in favor of the H-1B visa. There was actually a point in time where he said he didn't like the H-1B visa. And I get it. Like there was like this whole cry and this whole uproar. And I'm like, people, even if he did say it at one point in time, is the man allowed to change his mind? Is the man allowed to have a bad day and say he doesn't like something one day and then the next week he likes it? As if we don't do these things as human beings.
Program. Trump evidently understands that in order to be America first, America has to be strong. And to be strong, it needs high-skilled immigrants. That doesn't mean immigrants should get priority or benefit from favorable policies that unfairly punish the native-born Americans. Musk, in fact, supports reforming the program so the companies are not incentivized to take in only foreign workers. We don't want to import everyone, and we don't want to wreck our social services with floods of illegal immigrants, but we do want the best and brightest minds working here in this country, making America a richer and more advanced place. That's good for Elon Musk. It's good for Donald Trump. It's good for you and me. But those in the MAGA coalition who want more restrictions on immigration, well, they are welcome to make their case, and they have contributed meaningfully to this discussion by exposing some unfortunate loopholes in the process that do in fact need to be addressed, as Elon concedes.
And Elon is not totally against this program. He just thinks it does need some revamping. But he just says that, it needs to be worked on. But he doesn't completely object it. Like, he doesn't throw it out. He doesn't say, hey, we need to toss this. A lot of people are worried because the position that Trump is wanting to put the vacant Elon in, everyone's already on edge. Like, hey, they're just going to come in and they're just going to throw away, all of these programs to cut spending. And it's like Elon's not saying he wants nothing to do with it and it needs to go in the trash. But he is saying that it needs to be reformed because just like Robbie just said, we don't want these tech companies to be so geared that they're only going after just these immigrant skilled workers and then they're like cutting out the American people. So now it's like no one American can get the job. Like it's only for high skilled tech immigrants, and they don't want that. So this is why Elon is saying we need to work on it. We need to revamp it because we don't want there to be, any companies leaning one way, especially if that way looks like it's cutting American people out of jobs.
What healthy debate looks like. As Glenn Greenwald observed, watching this conversation unfold, media liberals still can't comprehend the Trump supporters, whom they have relentlessly depicted as blindly loyal leader-worshipping fascist cult, have actual ideological and policy differences that they air. It's Democrats who march in lockstep with virtually no dissent. And as Jay Goober put it, I agree with Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy about the H-1B visas, but I love the rebellion against them because it shows that MAGA is thinking for itself. I disagree with the right-wing populists here because I think it's awesome that the most talented engineers across the world want to come here, and I think they make us stronger because we get to take the top talent of all the other countries. That's the great advantage of being American, and we shouldn't throw it away. Yep. But this fight shows that MAGA is not a monolith, and that is a great thing.
I thought this was a great thing when I saw this. Like, shout out to this guy. I love this post. But this fight shows that MAGA is not a monolith. I don't know who thought that. Let me stop. I do know who thought that. A lot of people thought that. But I just think it's so interesting because just because you're in support of someone, it doesn't mean that you agree with them on everything. It doesn't mean that every single thing that they're going to bring forth or want to be signed off on, you're going to 100% be like, yeah, let's do it. It doesn't mean that. So the fact that, people were pointing out, yay, MAGA's not a monolith. I'm just thinking to myself like, dude, they're not one brain. Like they might all support the Republican Party and a good deal of them might support Trump, but they have their own ideas. They have their own opinions. These are all different people. They're different genders. They have different backgrounds. They come from different races and cultures. So we've seen Trump around more than just white people. So everyone's not going to agree with him on everything. But the fact that they're having healthy talks about it is literally what excited people. And I just thought, I don't know. I literally just thought it was ridiculous because I'm thinking to myself, why would you guys expect anything different? Like, what exactly do you think? And it reminds me of when Trump had to say something to somebody when they kept saying, you know, we got to stop MAGA. MAGA's evil. And Trump's like, listen, MAGA means make America great again. There's nothing to stop. This is not like some evil demonic machine. It just means make America great again.
They are both right. Debate and dissent are healthy for political movements.
Very much so.
The right is not a monolith. There is room for both the libertarian nationalists and the hardline nationalists in this coalition. And we're going to hash out our disagreements as it unfolds. But if you think Trump and Elon are about to break up any minute now, doesn't look like that to me.
No.
Sorry. So here we are.
I can agree with Robert. It doesn't look like that to me anytime soon. I get it. Like, people are looking. It goes with the old saying, right? If you keep going, if you want to find something, you'll find it. So they're looking. They're looking like, oh, look, did you see that interaction when Elon touched Trump on his shoulder? Trump looked pissed off. Or Trump looked like, Elon, don't touch me. It's literally ridiculous. It's high school stuff. But I found it super amusing that people are just trying to break up the bromance. And I'm like, guys, you don't want to break up the bromance. You don't need, Trump and Elon can't go through a breakup before Trump goes into office. That can't happen. It's not going to happen because the mainstream media is just reporting foolishness like always. But just the thought process of people putting headlines out there of, soon Trump and Elon might break up, or hey, their friendship or their bromance isn't going as great as you think. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. So you guys drop down in the comments, what'd you get from this? What do you think about the whole Trump and Elon Musk bromance? Do we like it? Do we love it? Do we hate it? Do we think the mainstream media is jealous of it? I mean, we obviously know that them as a dynamic duo, it was great for the Republican Party this election. So please, guys, light up that comment section. Let me know what you think about, you know, this whole bromance thing and mainstream media kind of promoting that they might break up. Until next time, guys, it's been real. Thanks for chilling with me on the corner. Be peaceful. Love yourselves. Love one another. Peace.